Springfield, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Legalized Gambling, is a confused episode. It has 4 plots that are all tossed around, but they don't suffocate each other. I blame Gambler. In the first act of the episode, it's one story. Springfield is at an economic low. But then, when Mr. Burns builds a casino, it kind of splits into 4 plots. Burns stops sleeping and he becomes a germaphobe and makes a model plane, the Spruce Moose. Bart starts his own casino to prove a teenager who kicks him out of Burns's casino wrong. Bart has a long line at his casino. He has live shows by Milhouse and even by Robert Goulet, who he steals from Burns's casino. There's my favorite plot, which really isn't a plot. It's where Homer is working at a casino and just all the other things that take place in the casino that aren't part of our A story. Like Otto knocking out former heavyweight champion in one punch. Gunter and Ernst tiger attack, which is the most prediction-like prediction that The Simpsons ever made. And also, what is this Krusty show? Like, I'm glad it's here. It's funny. It just feels really out of place. And finally, there's the A plot, Marge's gambling addiction. I think it is super in character for Marge, as it's shown in many episodes before, like Moaning Lisa, and then even episodes after, like Fear of Flying, that Marge keeps so much of her opinions and her feelings to herself. So her gambling kind of makes her feel rewarded for something because she's super unappreciated at home, but she wouldn't tell anybody or say anything about it. But then when she is at the casino gambling for over 75 hours at a time, we see how at home there's Homer and the kids, but they just can't keep it together because there's no Marge. And Homer's stupidity and the kids just being kids, they don't really know what to do. And they don't go shopping and they freak out because of Lisa's dream of the boogeyman. Also, when Marge first gambles, she has Maggie at the casino. And Maggie gets away from her and almost gets attacked by the tiger of Gunter and Ernst. And Barney, of all people, saves Maggie. And this really shows how far Marge has gotten into gambling and how consumed she is by it. Because it's Barney. He's the pathetic lowlife of the town. He's the one where, if the writers want to show how low Homer has gotten, they send him with Barney. And with the cherry on top, Homer tries to make Lisa's costume, and he really did try, but they just couldn't do it without Marge. Then Maggie laughed. She's such a trooper. Even though that this episode is stylized as a Springfield town episode, it is at its core a Marge episode. And it shows how integral she is to the family and how they need her.